Okay, this might look janky. I apologize. I don't know why it was horrible. You might hear an echo really quick just so I can check my audio. Okay, yeah. So this might look janky, but I had to switch out to my laptop and try to hook it up that way. So my apologies. But I said I was gonna get this live stream done today. I'm gonna get this done today. Um so yes, again, this is part two, but nothing is gonna stop me from doing this. So from where I was leaving off at, I don't know if you all heard that part. With me kind of going over the Candace Owens thing, I switched out my deck. Um, But some of the cards, just in case if you all didn't see it, I do think somebody is thwarting Candace Owens from kind of like getting into this. I probably should change it this way because you all are upside down. And I also got I basically got stuff about like her being really emotionally invested and somebody trying to kind of keep her from doing that. These are some of the cards I got was the Eight of Cups here, where it feels like, they're just trying to distract her, get her from doing something that she doesn't need to be any business being in. I do think it's probably something dealing with some kind of business arrangement or something that she has going, or the person or people have going on behind the scenes. Here, I probably should change that because that's very bright. Hopefully that helps. Okay, yes, that looks better because it looks really washed out. Woo. Okay. That she was just kind of going headlong. I think it was actually this card and this one because I had to move the deck in the middle of me trying to get everything together. These were the original cards that I got for her. And to me, it just kind of feels like somebody feels like she's like too emotionally invested in discovering something, or figuring out something, and they kind of are just trying to thwart her, even if that makes her just kind of look crazy or whatever the case may be. Some of the additional cards that I got was kind of like the Sun card coming up in reverse and the Nine of Swords, the Death card, and the Nine of Cups. And basically, overall, the energy to me just kind of feels like there's some bigger, allegedly, there's some bigger thing on the back end that seems to kind of just be going on. And they are just trying to like distract her or discredit her. Maybe it's more so the thing because it kind of feels like there's some business dealing or something that's going on behind the scenes that this person or people, group of people, sorry, you're going to hear that, or group of people are trying to kind of like get in under the table and they can't have too many eyes on them for whatever reason. And lo and behold, one of the underlying cards was dun 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 dun, the Emperor. And this did come up in reverse for me as well. So I'm gonna turn it this way. It did come up in reverse for me. And typically when the Emperor comes up in reverse, it's talking about manipulation of power, somebody or abuse of power more so, and someone just kind of trying to do whatever they can to get what they want, however they want it, when they want it. And again, I did also get the Nine of Coins here, so that makes me feel like somebody is trying to kind of enjoy some kind of fruit of their labor. Allegedly, to me, in my opinion, it more so feels like if it was somebody who had like some really old money, or like a old company or something like a. I'm trying to think about something here. Like, you know how like the railroad industry here in America was kind of like the big pioneers, some of the people who first kind of or first developed a lot of the billionaires, robber baron kind of energy. It's like somebody like that who is trying to squeeze out every last little morsel that they can and thwarting any and everybody and anything that will get in the way of their like dealings. And that to me is more so what this feels along the lines of. So I do think Candace has a reason to kind of be to have this conspiracy that she has about somebody trying to kind of like go after her, because I do think there is something here where again she kind of seems like she's Icarus at this point, where she's been flying a little too close to the sun and somebody is just trying to kind of like swat her down right now. They're trying to like get her under wraps. I want to see if maybe I can get honed in on who these this person or people are. Let me see. Okay, that was a lot. And I'm not going to count those. See, look. I think it's a group of people. I have the three of coins. Let me turn this upright for you all. It's a three of coins. Three of Wands. It's a group of people. It's a group of people. So I don't think I'm going to be able to hone in on exactly who it is because I don't even know who behind the scenes Candace Owens could have possibly pissed off. And I mean, at this point, could have possibly be several people. And I'm talking objectively like this because, again, I don't know. Tarot is, woo woo, is not believable. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes, but it's a group of people. The Three of Wands, the Three of Coins, this is people who are working towards a similar project, a similar goal. They are actively invested in it. So I do think there is some truth behind Candace psychosis and her believing that there is a walking target on her back. Because I do think there are some people who are watching her. And look what else I get. The World card in reverse. Something that somebody does not want something exposed to the world. And then I also get the Pioneer of coins. Of cups as well. Again, this is what is this emotional buy-in that they know that would upset people. Look, Nine of Wands as well. Like, we need this to stop. We need people to stop looking at this. We are over and done with this. We're almost like out, I don't know. I'm kind of getting like we're almost home clear, home run. I don't know how that want to be, how that want to kind of come through, but it's like we're almost there, and we just need you to kind of like shut the fuck up. Okay, let's see. So yeah, allegedly, I think Candace Owens is lying. But now, let's see what this whole NTG fallout is about. Why this came about. And yes, Exolution. I am definitely going to do Jung So-Min now that this is more stable. I do plan to do it again. Sorry for the jankiness and for all the mix up, but yes, I do still plan to get to Jung So-Min. Okay, so I do see the Missionary of Coins coming up again and the Ten of Wands. What could she have possibly... Okay, well, I'm going to have to flip this for you all so you see it how I see it. What could she possibly be tired of? Probably have to do it this way, so it's reading from right to left. The Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is being over encumbered, letting something go, moving on. And this to me it accurately depicts her kind of just throwing in the towel. The Missionary of Coins. Every single time I see the Missionary of Coins in this particular deck, I think of industry. And it could just be because of the smokestacks and stuff. I don't know if you all can see that, the smokestacks you see in the back or whatever. But I mainly get something about industry. And I just wonder, lobbyists. I don't know if somebody just kind of like was like, we're just going to mess up your money. So, again, I wonder if Marjorie was, and I hate to give her any kind of credit because this is the same lady who was talking about Jewish space lasers and stuff. But I do wonder if somebody was like, hey, we are going to mess with your district and we're going to flood the zone. We're going to put a lot of money into your, is she a Senate, right? Your Senate race if you don't shut up or if you don't fall into line. Because I know some people are saying she's just doing this, it's a bunch of hogwash. But this makes me think that there is a trickle of truth to what she is saying. But she is also saving her skin. I don't think she had what it take. As much as she talk about how tough she is, it does feel like she's kind of, you bending the knee, you're kissing the ring. Look at this, Nine of Cups. A wish being a wish being fulfilled. Oh, okay. Look, I get King of Swords coming up here at the end. What do you think that King of Swords is? I would say, in other words, it's a kingmaker. This is what's his name? Was it Goldfinger on Game of Thrones? This is giving, yeah, you did what we wanted you to do. Look, so this is all the cards that I'm gonna keep getting for the political readings tonight. Nine of Wands again. I don't know. Yeah, I can't show this one. It's not, dude. The Two of Cups as well. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has been kind of following politically what has been going on, but to me, and again, I don't want to give Marjorie any credit because I'm still very much aware and concerned about um her origin story, essentially, of how she came about and came into Congress. But to me, this feels like, I don't know when or what it was that things started to kind of change for her, where she was like, okay, I'm going to actually go in here and start doing the work that I promised or I campaigned on, or, start working on and caring about and legislating around, talking about the things that actually matter to me or that actually matter to my district, my the people who write to me, who are concerned with a lot of these things. And at some point somebody was like, okay, allegedly, it feels like at some point somebody behind the closed doors put her to the side, like, or subtly allegedly threatened, and was like, hey, you were put here for a reason. You were supposed to be a space holder, not somebody, not you actually up here trying to be a shot caller and do stuff and shake things up and make things hard for us. So since you want to be a thorn in my ass, I'm going to be a thorn in yours. And so if you continue doing this, we're just going to make stuff harder for you. And maybe she didn't understand the threat or didn't come across um right the first time, or maybe it was delivered too lightly, and then she got something a bit more forceful, and she understood that very well, and she's calling quits. Again, I don't want to give Marjorie any brownie points here, but I do think there are bigger powers at work that, probably even the best of us will fold under. And again, I don't know if this is stemming from the same thing with like the Candace Owens thing. That's kind of why I lumped these three in together. Her, Trump, and Candace Owens. But it just, something about this is screaming. It's mud in the swamp, and nobody is getting clean out of this. I'm also getting the Seven of Wands card, and for me, this card in this particular deck, it often thinks to me it translates to like cultural exchange or like status quo kind of energy as well. So there's something else where it makes me feel like somebody's like, you are not abiding by the status quo, you are not upholding what we told you to or what we said or what you promised us that you were going to do. And so therefore we're just going to make life a living hell for you. And I think she is just cutting her losses. um Again, she did get the King of Swords here, so I don't know if it was, number 40, but, or do we call him 48 now because he was out? No, 49 now, 47, 48. I don't know. I can't keep up, child. But the orange leader here of the U.S. Is a Gemini, so that King of Swords here that's coming up, it could be pointing to him or it could be alluding to, a bigger system at work here. But I do think she kind of had um, an ultimatum presented to her. Okay, so the woman is just getting messed up in politics, huh? Every which way. Okay. And so the other thing I'm going to look at here is I usually try to steer away from this type of reading, but there has been a lot of concerns in regards to Trump's sundowning, or people thinking he's sundowning because of, the sleepiness. A lot of people are concerned for his health. Again, I usually try to steer away from these, but because it's something that seems to keep coming up, especially after this crazy meeting that, with the Hexeth, and I think it was a policy meeting for like national defense or something like that. A lot of people are just really concerned about his health and whether or not he isn't up to par. Which, why are we acting like we are surprised or whatever? Because the man is damn near 80. So, but I figure I will pull a few cards on that, and then I will move on to Exclusion's favorite part for tonight, which is Jung So-Min. Okay, that was a lot of cards, and luckily they did not fall off the table. I do have the 7 of Coins. I have the 8 of Coins, the Death card, and the 6 of Cups here. I just want to note these. I'm trying to see if there's any, because they fell out together. I want to know. I'm trying to note if there is something here. 7 of Coins. Okay, so I'm getting something about rushing, timing, maybe, with the 7 of Coins. I mean, that death card is very on the nose. It's not boding very well for him with that coming up here. But yeah, and then we also have the 6 of Cups, something from the past. I hope this is not getting to like he's trying to rush stuff, whether it's just because he has 4 years or he feels like he doesn't have a lot of time. Or if he feels like he does something fast enough, if he pulls a quick one, he pulls a quick one on us that, nobody says anything, he can just kind of get it over and done with. But something feels like it feels like he's racing, allegedly, intuitively, what I'm getting here. It feels like there is like he's rushing against the clock about something. And I don't know if he was trying to get it done in his previous presidency, or if it's just something from the past that he is really invested in and really wanted to kind of just like come to fruition. But it just feels like he's like racing against the clock for something. But let's see. And I don't think any of us are surprised by that, looking at his actions lately. But yeah. Okay, is Trump sundowning? Let's see. Is there some kind of health concern with Donald Trump? The way all of these cards keep going to come out. Okay, how many is this? I'm not counting all of these here. Nope. I can get no more than 3 or 4 cards, Spirit. Sorry, gotta get these for you all. Notice that Sun card is coming up. And we do have the 2 of Wands here. And we also have the Devil card. I think there is some health concern here. But to be honest, and I had to put this disclaimer out there, for me, it doesn't feel like he's racing against the clock for his eventual eternal slumber. It feels more so like he's racing against the clock because um, maybe there's a certain window he's trying to land something in, or have something pass. Or again, or it's like he's racing against the clock for his presidency because, and the long and short of it, 4 years to run a nation, especially nowadays, is not that long. And I don't want to give him any ideas. I don't want anybody thinking I'm endorsing him running for like a fourth and fifth term or anything, a third term. But it just, 4 years, and the long and short of it is not enough time to kind of like correct and do things. That's why, I feel like that's part of the reason why America, we steady flop back and forth, even though both the red and the blue are a part of the same team. Nothing actually gets accomplished when, you only have 4 years to get something through and to have it pass. And it usually doesn't take effect until 2 or 3 years later, or, after you're out of, out of office. So it just kind of, to me, it feels more so like that. But I know with these cards, again, I just want to issue that disclaimer to be fair. But with these cards, it does feel like there may be an alleged underlying health issue there, especially with this Sun card coming up. That's a big. Is it an addiction? This is a question. This is not me saying this is true, but is it some kind of addiction? Because usually when I see the Devil card, this usually speaks to like addictions, and he doesn't seem, again, addictions come in different shapes and forms, and people with addictions, it looks different for every person. But I do wonder if that's what that's alluding to. I do also want to point out, we have, look at that, the Three of Swords for the underlying energy. We also have the Three of Cups, and we also have the Pioneer of Cups. This Pioneer of Cups makes me, what is he so emotionally invested in to have pushed through? And I would not be surprised if some of it is dealing with his family. Although we're not getting the Ten of Cups here, the Three of Cups very much is somebody of concern, or of care, of respect, or whatever, that he is really trying to get this done for, because this Three of Cups is somebody of some kind of importance to him, or people. And I think it's hurting him that it's just like not happening. I do kind of feel like I'm setting up my last will and testament, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Now getting into Jung So-Min. So, if I did not mess this up, I had to go back to it. So Jung So-Min, is she going through a management crisis that people are concerned about? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to swap this deck out because we don't want that energy. Is that what's going on with Jung So-Min? If I remember, it was something where she is doing a new role for Netflix, but people are concerned that her management company is kind of trying to mess things up for her on the back end. I'm just going to shuffle these up really good. So I don't know. Actually, let's see if it's Jung. What is the new Jung So-Min Netflix drama? I probably should have said upcoming Netflix drama. Oh, is it The Dealer? Is that it? Okay, yeah, so it's called The Dealer. And she plays a casino dealer hidden supernatural powers. Why does it sound very similar to what is that she recently did? She only did the one episode. Well, sorry, not one episode. One season 4 was it Alchemy of Souls. I didn't watch that one, by the way, so that's why I'm flubbing on that. But why does it seem kind of similar to that? Sounds intriguing. I'm going to look into it more later, but yeah, it kind of seems like somebody was like, yeah, we want to do this same thing, but better. Okay, let's see. Let's tap into Jung So-Min's energy. Let's see what's going on here with Jung So-Min. Okay, so one card I'm getting here. We do have the Justice card coming up in reverse here. So this is already not starting off looking good. Again, justice, I mean, that could speak to legal issues, contracts, maybe her feeling like she's being treated unfairly in some kind of way. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. I have 3 other cards for her. Okay. And so one is the Chariot. So something kind of speeding headlong here. There could be like a rushing or maybe wishing she could take her time on something. I'm also getting the Malika of Cups as well. Do anybody know her astrology? Is she a water sign? If not, this could be in concern or concerning someone who is a water sign. I don't know who that could be for her because again, I'm not involved in these people's life. I'm just reading cards, okay? Well, I'm getting something about like, is she wanting the attention of somebody? And then I'm also getting the 4 of Swords here. Why do I always get some weird breakup energy with her? Because I think I got this last time when I was reading on the love triangle with her co-star from Love Next Door. And I get it. Sometimes breakups take a minute. We all heal in a different, at different speeds. But I feel like I'm tapping into something about like a not a love triangle, but just like I'm wanting to garner the attention of somebody. Okay, you said she is a Pisces. Cause see, look, I'm getting the Lovers for the underlying energy. You know what else I'm getting for the underlying energy? I'm also getting the World card in reverse. Who is she trying to get the attention of? What? What? Okay, all of her cards for the underlying energy are major arcana, which is like these are cards that you really need to be paying attention to. Because why do I also get the moon? And again, the moon is usually things that is secretive, things that is hidden. Sometimes it can also speak to maternal energy as well. I do get a bit of sadness here as well with this moon card coming up. What is she sad about? Is it from this person that she's wanting the attention of? I don't know. I can't drop that because that's what keeps coming through. But yeah, and look, we're also getting the 9 of Cups in reverse. I want to make sure to come up right. Yeah. Something she wants fulfilled that isn't happening. Some kind of wish she wants granted, but it isn't. Okay. Do anybody know? Okay, let me turn this the right way. Do anybody know if she was involved with somebody who was like an air sign? If it's not an air sign, it could be the industry because as I often like to tell people, anytime I get something with like swords or coins, I think of like, Hollywood, the music industry. So she just wants somebody, I don't know, again, I'm about to wipe this off and I'm going to try again. She wants somebody's attention. She wants somebody looking at her with this star card. Maybe it could, and this could be a stretch, because I told you what my gut says. It feels like it's a particular person, but on the other side of this, it could be maybe she feels like she is not getting her just due, or her, or the attention, or the accolades, or the appreciation, the recognition for her roles and for her artistry, from the public or the general public, or from maybe like, um, what do they call it? Like, here in America, we usually call it like the Academy Board, people who like elect celebrities for different awards. But it feels like maybe she feels like, peer to peer. Maybe she's not getting the recognition and the acknowledgement that she deserves. But I feel like it's more so with her love life. But let's try this again. Let's make sure. Because I want to make sure I'm not reaching here, because it feels more so like I'm getting her love life more than anything. Maybe, you know what? Let's pull on that. Let's pull on her love life. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, if you hear my dog snoring, please excuse him. And he is okay. He had a long day today. We had to go to the vet and get him checked out. And so my baby can sleep, okay? He can snore as loud as he wants to. I'm not gonna bother him. But I don't hear it coming through, so you shouldn't hear it either. But if he starts snoring, I apologize ahead of time. But I'm not gonna wake him. Oh, look at this. One of the cards that first popped up was the Eight of Swords here. Oh, it's a man. It's a man, it's a man, it's a man, it's a man. And she's tired of it. And what business dealing is getting in between them? Again, I oftentimes here in South Korea, a lot of people do not pop out with anyone that they potentially are dating with, even if and when they get married, because oftentimes it's so much backlash from that. And that's usually what I think of with that Three of Coins popping out. But let's see. I'm about to Jung So-Min's love life. Okay, look, that Justice card coming out. Yeah, it's an air sign. The swords keep popping out. It's the air sign. And then we also got that Justice card again. Treated unfairly. She feels treated unfairly in a relationship. Or maybe it's like hold on, let's see what the rest of these cards are before I get the talking. It's an air sign. Y'all not gonna tell me anything different, because look what wants to come out again. It's an air sign. And the other one is, what's that? Jung So-Min, if she ever happens to see this, allegedly, I would say you probably should not stop trying. Stop trying with this person. Because with the Tower card coming up here, to me, it just seems like it's gonna end in tragedy, or it's not gonna. If it's not gonna end in tragedy, it's probably just not gonna end or come to the conclusion that you want, and you're gonna be even more heartbroken. Let it go. It's her love, but Jung can see him as a friend, only like friend zone. Um, I don't know about that one, but Fool. I also have Seven of Staffs here. What I get again, she wants this person attention, and I think they are just not giving it to her. Whether it's intentional or not, she needs to let that go. Because even if it's like and I want to give this person the benefit of the doubt, because I don't know who this is. I try to be fair when it comes to other people, or when it comes to people, I try to see the best. Even if this person is just not knowing and moving obliviously, You know, did y'all hear that? Y'all heard him snoring? Sorry. If they just don't know or aware of her feelings and they're just kind of like moving about, she's driving herself crazy trying to get this person attention or always thinking about them or, you know, being obsessed with them or whatever the case may be. Like, just let it go, because if you have to chase something, it's probably something that's not meant for you anyway. So just let it come to you. Stop trying to chase after it, Jung So-Min. If she sees it, that's allegedly. If there's some obsession you have here with somebody you really want to be with, just just let it go and move on. Live your life. And when they if they pay attention and notice that you're not around like that, or you know things is different, the dynamic change, because especially if you feeling like you are not being treated fairly in the relationship, because she does have this justice card that's coming up here. I don't know if this person could be just playing with her emotions or just what they call it, starving her of affection or whatever the case may be. But she needs to let that go. You gonna have yourself a damn ulcer, child. Look, and what was the underlying card for her? Temperance, daughter of staffs, six of staffs. She need to let that go. Baby, walk away. You need to find some balance. Temperance. Let's get into the real thing here. What is going on with her management, child? Because that's probably what you need to be focused on. Mm, that's not good. That's not cool. Just using her for fame. You know what? More specifically, let's see. Should I hone in on her management, or should I just hone in on probably how people is going to receive the dealer? I feel like I should do the bigger scope, which is the management, because I don't think it's gonna matter if the dealer does well or not. Me personally, I think people are gonna watch it for her or not. You know, or her fans are gonna watch it for her, or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, and I just found out about it. I don't know. I'm at least gonna watch the first episode. Okay, I thought I was gonna have this one worrying card pop out, and I was about to say throw the whole thing away, but it didn't pop out. Ooh, okay. This was a lot. I just want to put this on the screen. Look at all these that popped out. Look, we have some of the same cards coming up here. Hmm. It's not. Is the person she like at the same label with her or same management company? Is this crazy that all of them wanted to come out together? Again, I could just be pulling it out my behind, but yeah, some of it feels really close. Okay, what do we have here? This is the card I was afraid that was gonna come out, and it came out. The Devil card. I seen it try to peep out earlier, and I was like, "Good, it's not gonna land." Spoke too soon. And then look at what else I'm getting here. Oh, great. All right, let me turn it the right way for you all. This feels nasty, like Nawsty, nasty. um, I think there was a deal she should have taken. And here's why I say that. I'm gonna, let me see, move these up so you all can see these here. Her underlying cards here is the Six of Swords in reverse. All right, get these to fit on the screen. I didn't know how far up I could push this. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Shy of Coins. There was a deal or somebody she could have worked with, some kind of partnership, maybe a collaboration or something of some sort. She did not take advantage of. And I think she's going to regret that. She decided not to move on it. I don't know if she recently has been going through a contract negotiation with her management company, or if her contract is probably getting ready to end with her management company, or again maybe this all came about because somebody was offering to like buy her contract or whatever the case may be, or work with her, and whether she said no or somebody got in the middle and didn't let it happen, it does seem like there's going to be some issue here, some rockiness, because again with this devil card, and then you have the Ace of Staffs coming up in reverse, it concerns me that maybe things are probably going to slow up for her or something, or maybe she's going to probably be overshadowed. I also kind of get something of like doppelgangerish. I don't know what that is. Like maybe it'll be an actress or something that kind of like mimics her mannerisms or takes a lot of roles that you would think she would get. And not saying that the other actress wouldn't deserve it. You know, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. But to me, it just kind of feels like, yeah, like okay, well if you don't want to do it, we could find somebody who's kind of close to you, like a clone of you or something. You said she is currently under. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. It- And I wonder if she's gonna say no. I hope she don't, because from what I'm seeing with this, it feels like it's gonna be bad if she does. Look, Malika of Swords, is it with a woman? I wonder. Because look, we also have the Four of Cups. I mean coins. Why do I keep doing that? And then the Five of Cups as well. So this is like again, could be some women or it could be the industry at large, because again when it comes to my court cards, it doesn't always have to deal with a particular person. Sometimes this can deal with a particular situation, which is understandable why we would get the swords energy here for her if she is under contract negotiations, where it's kind of like you have to move smart, you have to be very diligent, you have to be um, very for self, because if you're not, nobody else will. I mean, you know, the industry is a dirty game. Or again, if you could think of a person who moves like that, or the atmosphere altogether, because this is such a tension melding thing, and because this is something dealing with kind of like the legal system, you know, with the air cards here. But the Four of Cups coming up here as well is something she's not paying attention to that she needs to. And I understand, again, if she's a Pisces, I understand. I love my Pisces. I feel like I have been writing a love letter to my Pisces all this week. Um, my Pisces, I understand you are beautiful, creative creatures. Your imagination is wonderful, but sometimes you have to get out of your imaginary world, and we need you here on Earth. Like you can't just manifest and dream your way out of everything. Like eventually, you have to kind of put in the work. You can't just fall in your lap. Excuse me. And so this Four of Cups makes me feel like she needs to kind of come out of her imagination realm, and you need to kind of be grounded and paying attention and looking at things around you instead of assuming or thinking somebody's going to take care of it for you. It's kind of like what I'm getting with this Four of Cups. And then the Five of Cups coming up here in reverse is kind of crazy. You got the four and then the five following up behind that. That's crying over spilled milk. Like you had the opportunity and chance to correct this and do what you needed to, but you decided to be apathetic or aloof and not deal with it and just kind of like be hands off. Jesus take the wheel, and now you're crying about it, and we don't want to hear that. That's whatever this contract negotiation that she's going under right now. She needs to can lock in. And I hope, because I hope she's not letting that man influence it. Whoever this Shah of Swords is for her, this King of Swords figure that keeps coming up for her, don't let him ruin it. I did it the right way. Don't let him ruin this for you because you're too busy chasing after him. He's going to mess up your monies. Be careful. Move smart. Look. Then we also get the death card in reverse. I feel like she's going to end up saying no. Some makes me feel like she's going to end up staying where she is. And I don't think that's the best environment. And I don't know if she's going to end up staying for this person. If it's not one of her co-stars or something that she's working with, I wonder if it's somebody that's at her management company that's kind of like, no. Okay. I previously did a reading on, oh my God, what is that guy's name? He was like the biggest South Korean actor, and it was those allegations about him potentially, allegedly grooming one of his co-stars who he also signed to his label. I hope that's not something she's going through, but this is feeling a little too close to that for me. A little too close to that for me. I hope that's not what's going on. Allegedly, that's just I'm telling you what it feels like. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it feels like to me. Good luck, Jung So-Min. I hope you buckle down, because I feel like you being a little hands off, a little more hands off than you need to be. You need to be focused. Yeah, whoever that man is, he's not good. He's not good, okay? All right. So, lastly, I'm about to butcher this man's name, so I gotta go back and look at it. Jude Bellingham. And I forget his girlfriend's name, but I'm about to find out. What it is. So I don't butcher her name either, because we want to call people by their correct name over here. Is it Ashlyn Castro? Yes, Ashlyn Castro. So this was also another requested reading that I got this over the week. And so I want to make sure I squeeze this in as well, because this was requested, so I can have this all out of the way. So yeah, again, Jude Bellingham, for those of you who don't know, I believe he is the Arab Emirates team, for what I've seen. And people are kind of interested in their relationship. I don't know jack squat about this, as you can see, either, but I'm going to read on what I'm getting for their relationship, and I'm going to leave it at that, because that's what I was asked to do, and that's all I'm going to do. You're welcome, Lily. Yeah, keep me updated, because I'm interested to know, again, what's going on. I don't know what it is over there in South Korea with a lot of these people and these, like, messy contracts. And I'm not saying it's just a South Korea issue, because, again, we have the same problems over here in America, so I'm not trying to act like we're better. But I've done too many readings recently where it just kind of feels like everybody is kind of just getting screwed in their contracts over there, or like overworked and used. I don't understand what's going on. So keep me in the loop, and I don't always hear about it over here. Keep me in the loop. I really do, really do hope she gets that together. Okay, would you look at that? We get the Son of Staffs for his energy. I'm not surprised by that at all. Even though I don't know this person, just, young, Soccer player, hot, all the money in the world. Yeah, of course it's spicy. Okay. Oh, I gotta reach with my toes for this one. It flew. My dog about to be mad. He about to take this medicine. Oh, ew. She comes up as this six of coins. Sorry, gotta come up upright for you all. Okay, so for those of you who do um by evolution, thanks for stopping in and for watching. For those of you who do know about Jude Bellingham and his girlfriend, because like I said, I don't know Jack Dilly squat. Are they like high school lovers or something? Have they been together for quite some time? Because if not, I don't like this six of coins coming up. It reads like gold digger. Allegedly. That's yeah. Y'all don't get hung up on this. I just think it's. I'm not trying to speak bad or ill over anybody's relationship. I just think they're enjoying each other. He's enjoying the physical of it. She's enjoying the monetary benefits of it, of the relationship. And I don't think it's going. I think it's going to burn hot and burn out even quicker. So, because I'm telling you, this six of coins. I mean, again, six of coins is usually like reciprocity energy, give and take. I give you something, I want my coins, I want my money. Okay, he's coming up as a son of staffs. I think that is, from what I gather, again from the sports and then his lifestyle. You're I'm hearing like live young, die fast. It's your choice. Like if you live in life, like again, you're a sports person too. It makes sense why you have this fiery wandsy energy and why there's this passion between you two. It's a lot of physicality there. But then you have the three of staffs coming up here in the middle. This is kind of like planning your next move. Like I'm moving on. To me, it just feels like they're using each other. I don't know what more you want from me on that. It feels very superficial. Okay, I went to grab this one. Okay, first of all, not all this over here. And this is the Seven of Swords. So, I think it's very above board. I think they are very aware of, like, I don't like you like that. This is a mutual exchange kind of relationship. You look good on my arm. You're good for pictures. You know, I'm trying to grab these other cards that fell. Um, you're good for my image. You're good for me, for somebody to kind of come home to and enjoy myself with. And if I have to spend a little bit, so be it. Whatever. I'm okay with that. Because look, we also have the Shy of Cups coming up in reverse. This doesn't feel like any kind of emotional attachment. This feels all physical to me. And she's coming up as the Malika of Coins. And then I'm also getting the Four of Staffs. It's like this, it works for us. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. They are adults. Y'all have agreed to something. Y'all are okay with it. Y'all being truthful with each other. What the freak ever. Who am I to judge? It's funny I say that, and then look what comes up underneath the Hierophant, and that's usually dealing with like the public at large, maybe not being accepting or liking the relationship or something, or just too busy watching. Um, but they're enjoying themselves. Again, they're doing what they want to do. Again, I don't think with these two cards coming up here, the Ace of Staffs and then the Ten of Swords, I don't think this is going to be a long relationship. I would be surprised if this is a long-term relationship, um, or if it's already been going on for a long time. But this just feels like, yeah, this is not some long, durable relationship going on here. Okay, let's look into his career then, because the love life seems very straightforward to me. Ooh, let's see here. Okay, so there's too many cards that wanted to fall out. Let's see. Uh-oh, there's going to be some changes coming up for him. We have the World card coming up. We also have the Death card coming up. And it's going to be something on a very, I think the public is going to know about it. It's going to be, what do I want to say, very public. Allegedly, I feel like it's going to be something that's going to be very public. Um, Again, I don't watch soccer, so I'm probably not going to know about it. But yeah. I mean, the first thing that I want to say is probably it's going to be a scandal because, like, when it comes to celebrities like this, like, why wouldn't it be? But I want to see what's coming up here for, like, his career. Something big, something changing here. Okay, look. I think it's very telling that this Two of Swords is coming up here. So I wonder if it's like a trade. I don't know how long he's been on the team he's been with or whatnot, but it makes me feel like maybe there's a trade or something here. But maybe somebody can elucidate further on this, kind of like highlight something for me because I don't understand this here. So we do have the Ten of Staffs here. I don't know if he's tired of his team, or maybe they're tired of him. um, or if there's something like where I doubt he's like the heavy player on his team because with the Emirates right now, the UAE, the way they have been like buying up players to be a part of the league to kind of like, allegedly wash, like greenwash their brand or whatnot. But we do have the Nine of Coins coming up here for him as well. I also get the Wheel of Fortune, but I also get the Nine of Swords in reverse. What is he concerned about? It seems like it's something good. It's starting off bad and ending bad, but it feels like there's going to be something good here. And it's probably more so bad because of the way he is interpreting it or how he's going to handle it or how he's looking at it. What is it? Hold on, what's this underlying energy? Set of coins. Is this something about how the way he's spending his money? Is it a contract thing? Yeah, because look, I'm also getting the star here. I feel like there's two things that could possibly be coming up for him in his career, and I would like somebody to follow up with me and let me know. I don't know if it's something from his past that's going to catch up to him, but I wonder if there's also a thing here about maybe something with gambling because I know that has become a big thing now in sports. Um, but I wonder if it's something here with like gambling, or maybe it's more so him just kind of like gambling on himself, in a sense of like taking a chance, taking a risk on something here. But um, yeah, because that Wheel of Fortune and this Nine of Coins makes you feel like, yeah, there's financially he's gonna be stable, but I wonder if it's like he's doing some kind of risky move or behavior in order to get the money. And again, I don't think a trade or anything for him coming up in the future is like that big of a deal. It's like par for the course in sports. Um, but I wonder if it's kind of like getting him in proximity of probably being in, wrong place, wrong time kind of situation. I do think he needs to pay more attention to his money, if anything. Like, yeah, you may be getting a lot of it now, maybe seeming like it's never going to end. It's coming in, fast and full. So full flow, the faucet is fully on. But you also want to diversify or make sure you're putting some up for a rainy day. You're not just spending it all frivolously or something. But again, I don't fault him for that, especially if he comes from like a troubled background and this is your first time actually kind of coming into some money and you're just kind of like enjoying yourself. Cool. But eventually you're going to have to like stop this slow bleed or fast bleed, however he's spending his money. I don't know if he spends it recklessly or anything like that, but or maybe it's more so watching the people that you have handling your money kind of thing. But that's what I'm getting for Jude Bellingham. That was all the stuff that I wanted to get through tonight. I'm going to wait a minute to see if anybody had any additional questions about the topics that I went over. Because if you didn't see the other video, I did do a reading on Brandy and Rihanna and Beyonce. And then I did a quick reading on Marjorie Taylor Greene and Candace Owens issues. We went over Jung So-Min, and then we also did Jude Bellingham. So if you had a question about one of those, let me know down in the chats. Or if you had a personal question you wanted to ask, I can ask. I'll pick a few of those and go over those. Otherwise, I'll wrap it up and let you all go for tonight. If you all are deciding to leave or opt out for the readings, thank you again so much for coming in. Thank you for your patience, for rocking with me tonight, because I know I had a lot of video and buffering and streaming issues. So I thank you for sticking it out with me and coming back and watching the rest of the video. So make sure to drop a like, share, subscribe. Make sure I'm getting out there through the algorithm. Oh, wow, it's 10:30. Oh, Jesus. At least it's 10:30 my time. Uh-oh. I'm about to get picked on. My other dog just came in here to come get me. She knows it's time to get her brother up for his medicine. I think I'm about to get him to... Okay, if we're all good for tonight, again, I thank you all for coming in, for rocking with me through all the technical difficulties and coming back and finishing out the reading with me. I will try to get this straightened out. I'm probably going to have to just start streaming live from YouTube on the back end because every single time I use OBS, I'm just running into problems. So we'll try this again in the future. Hopefully it goes much smoother without all of the buffering issues. So yeah, with that being said, again, thanks again for dropping in. Wishing you all a great night, day, or evening, wherever you are. Many blessings and love to you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.